This is something, brand new extension, and it's all leaning this way. The leaning extension of Jamaica, Queens.
I was scared. I was even scared to cook in there.
You want to talk about mold? That is some serious mold right there, man.
They make me feel angry, it make me feel sad, upset.
So this exterior wall to the house is floating right now.
That's right, it's floating.
This whole roof has to come down now. I can't begin to tell you how many jobs I've taken over from other contractors because they just didn't do the right work. You paid him in full to finish everything, and this is what you got left with. We're taking homeowners that are at the end of their rope.
We were left with a ceiling that was pouring water.
Think about the fact that I got kids here and the fact that my house could fall apart at any given moment.
And we're turning their nightmares into a dream come true.
Oh my God, look at this basement.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
This is so amazing.
These renovations are a total loss, and I'm coming to the rescue.
Before I bought the house, I used to rent an apartment. Then I decided to buy a house to leave it for my kids. Because that's important for me to leave something for them for the future. We all cooked together. The kitchen was so small, the kitchen was very tiny. So I hired a contractor to extend the kitchen to make it larger. But then nothing was done right. The ceiling started leaking. It came through the line, then it spread to where the stove was. So we cannot use the kitchen. The kitchen means a lot because that's where you go and you prepare your meals for your family. It's awful.
So you knew that when you bought the house, you were gonna eventually
Yes.
put an extension on here to get a bigger kitchen.
Yes.
That was your dream.
Yeah. The kitchen used to be there. From here on, it's the extension. The contractor was gonna add 4 feet more to my kitchen to make it larger.
What's going on with the ceiling?
It leaks every time it rains a lot. When the snow starts melting, right here.
That's exactly where your extension starts
Yes.
as well. I mean, it's unbelievable. Look at all the tile that's cracking. There's a lot of bounce in here. The tile's cracking everywhere.
Yes.
Tile doesn't come all the way underneath the cabinets.
And when it's cold out there, I have to close the water because the pipes freeze. And then you cannot use the kitchen.
What'd you pay for this kitchen?
$25.
$25?
No.
$25,000.
$25,000.
Wow, you're smiling.
Yeah. Well, I did a lot of crying already.
I'm curious to see what he did underneath here, so let's take a look
Sure.
outside. All right, this is something, brand new extension, and it's all leaning this way. The leaning extension of Jamaica, Queens. It's unreal. Let's take a look underneath here, Esther.
The contractor did the foundation, did everything. Everything looked okay, but then the floors will move.
This is an insulated door, I assume?
Yes.
This interior insulation hanging, that's the This should be a proper insulated door. And that's why your pipes are freezing.
I got
Let's
this.
see what he did underneath here. Oh yeah, he just stuck some 2x6 underneath here in a couple of different locations, I guess wherever your floor was sagging. But this is a new extension.
Yes.
So
it is.
why would the floors be sagging? What a mess. All right, I want to see what he did upstairs on this roof.
Sure,
Let's go,
come.
take a look at that. And this is flat.
Yes, it is.
Should be a shed roof, which would promote water to get to that gutter that's out there. Right now, there's a flat roof. The water's gonna sit up here and get in. There's no roof drain. It's not pitched anywhere. This guy had no clue what he was doing. You know what time it is, right?
Yes.
Time for you to go and me to get to work.
Okay.
All right. This extension has a lot of problems, from the leaking roof to the sagging floors. First thing I need to do is wrap my head around the permits. Lisa!
Hey, John.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Give me good news. Give me good news.
Good news. We have
Yeah.
permits.
All right, let me see. There it is. So the fines were crazy. I think we had to pay $10,000 to get this thing released, right?
Yep.
The general contractor, if you want to call him that, who was on the job prior to you stepping on the job, basically did all the work without any permits. Everything was done illegally.
He just came in here and just built this on his own?
Absolutely.
Wow. So the inspector came out, and what did they find that was wrong with it?
This party wall here on the side should be a 3-hour rated partition because you're sharing it with a property line. It's not that. And that's a big safety issue. It's a fire hazard.
Right. And the whole thing looks like it's gonna fall down anyway. It's unbelievable how this guy built this kitchen, but now that we have our permits, we could get to work. Bring the crew in, let's start this job.
There you go.
What a mess. Look at this rot on the bottom of this countertop. Because
It's all
of the way
mold.
he- It's all mold and rot. And this is supposed to be a brand new kitchen.
There you go. More mold inside.
Oh, yeah. We hit the jackpot right here, man. Look at this. You want to talk about mold? That is some serious mold right there, man. It's starting to look like cotton. Then we busted the drywall. You can see it's growing all over the insulation. So when we strip this wall, we'll find out exactly what's happening here. Oh, wow. My foot is going right through the plywood. See these 2x4s? They just cut them, so this exterior wall to the house is floating right now.
That's right, it's floating.
It's gonna pull that whole exterior wall down.
It leaks every time it rains a lot. Right here.
That's exactly where your extension starts as well.
That's when I was saying, wow, something is wrong.
Basically did all the work without any permits. Everything was done illegally.
There you go. More mold inside.
We hit the jackpot right here, man. We just started demo, and I found severe mold already. I'm gonna take down the rest of the walls and the floor in this place and see how bad it is. Check this out. Oh, wow. My foot is going right through the plywood. This is how rotted out this floor is. Let's see what kind of framing he used here. And I'm just tapping it with a hammer and it's falling apart. This is crazy, man. I mean, everywhere we turn, we find more damage. And this is really bad. I mean, this guy is a total clown. The floor framing is so bad. Now I gotta open up the ceiling and see how bad the roof framing is. We got a nice open area. You could see where he ties in this extension to the existing house. Nothing was done properly. I mean, it looks like this 2x6 that we're looking at supports the drywall ceiling. But he has 2x4 framing
Framing.
for rafters.
Yeah, which is no.
No.
And the best is, look at all the way to the right, John. Every Tigo, there's a gap on the bottom.
This 2x4 should be 2x6, but it should be touching the bottom of this joist hanger. The only thing holding up this 2x4 right now are these drywall screws. So in this little area, we found 20 things that are wrong.
Right.
He was clueless, totally clueless.
This whole roof has to come down now. I can't believe this guy has larger framing holding up the drywall than he does the roof. And the framing's not even touching the joists. It's unbelievable.
There's nothing to support anything.
This is the best. I mean, see these 2x4s? They used to come all the way down because this is where the house ended. Right here. They just cut them and there's nothing underneath to support the load above. And we know there's another story up here.
Correct.
So this exterior wall to the house is floating right now.
That's right, it's floating.
So you have this whole span in this kitchen with no header, which is not done to code.
Then he attached
The
an
rafters.
extension to it
Right.
undersized, roof load, it's gonna pull that whole exterior wall down.
Exactly. So far, we've seen nothing that was done properly. Nothing at all.
It's unfortunate.
But whatever it takes to do it right, we gotta do it.
We're here.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right. This homeowner spent $25,000 on this renovation. It's not worth 25 cents. I'm gonna get on the outside and start ripping it down. All right, this is the first. The subfloor runs from inside the house, and he's made it extend to the outside of the house. It's like he created a ledge to catch the water when it comes down the wall. And look at how rotten the bottom of this is.
Well, now we know why the inside was all moldy.
Bud, you ever see anything like this?
No, and look at it, and that's the reason why we had the rot inside.
Yeah?
Because the water was coming back into the structure.
What the heck is he thinking?
Never saw it before. All the years I've been doing construction.
Me
Never.
neither. That's a first. These guys are gonna pop all the sheathing off from the inside, and then before you know it, this whole structure will be a distant memory. Bring it down. This thing's gonna fall. I almost want to tear the whole house down. And if you ever wanted a clearer picture of a guy that didn't know what he was doing, this is the picture. Pull it back. Back, back, and up. Look at how rotten the bottom of this is. What the heck is he thinking? Bring it down. Before you know it, this whole structure will be a distant memory. And if you ever wanted a clearer picture of a guy that didn't know what he was doing, this is the picture. This is the exterior wall, the original exterior wall. So he cut away that wall to make a nice big opening into the new extension.
And then you think about supporting it.
But he didn't support it. I almost want to tear the whole house down. The original house was framed with studs running from the second floor down to the ground. When the previous contractor added the kitchen extension, he cut away the studs on the first floor, leaving the second floor hanging in the air. There should have been a header to support the studs that were cut away. This was a dangerous situation. We got to build it back the right way.
All right, guys, let's get this place cleaned up.
Guys, let's put down our sill plate, ready for our floor joists. Just to give you an idea of the scope of this job, this is the dining room. You come through this plastic, and here is where the kitchen used to be. I mean, when we started this job, originally we thought it was just going to be a kitchen renovation, interior work, and it's turned into a complete tear down and rebuild of the entire extension. We got our framing in place for the floor. We're just going to keep on trucking, get this closed in by the end of the day. Pull it back, 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 and up. 1, 2, 3. Hold on. I'm going up. Okay. This is the kind of roof we should have had from the get-go. More of a pitch, so the water sheds away from it. Now we're gonna finally do what this other contractor never did and get this header up where it belongs.
Watch out, I got it. Watch yourself. I'm gonna go back behind you.
Let me just get this cable out of the way. So this is our header. It's a double 2x. Here you go. You know, it's really criminal what this guy did. took down an exterior wall, cut out all the studs, and never put a header in place. He put the whole family in danger. It's in now, done the right way, we're good. Looks good, right? All right, now that's the way the sheathing should look. And the subfloor. Remember before, the subfloor extended past this foundation wall. Nice, even finish with our foundation wall. And we're almost sheathed on this extension. One day, completely demoed, reframed, done. All right, so we're doing our interior work right now. We're running our R22 insulation in the ceiling joist. That'll keep the place nice and warm. And then we changed the lighting plan because previously she had one fixture and water was just gushing in from that ceiling fan. So we ran 6 recessed lights. I mean, you could see that this is done the right way. It's really gonna make a big difference in here. This place is gonna look amazing when we're done with it. We're getting ready for our finishing touches. Esther is not gonna believe her eyes when she sees this kitchen. It went through a complete transformation. I almost can't believe it.
Oh, God.
Woohoo! Rescue your renovation with project ideas and how-tos at DIYnetwork.com/rescuemyreno. Once we start peeling the walls back and see what was going on underneath, it was scary. We had to tear it all down and start this one from zero. Everything is built correctly, from the bottom up to the top. I can't wait to show Esther. Come on in, Esther. How are you?
Hi, John.
How you doing? You look very pretty.
Thank you.
Wait till you see how pretty your kitchen looks.
Can't wait.
I gotta tell you, this is one of my favorite kitchens ever. You're gonna love this. Come on. All right, close your eyes. Step up. Okay, now, Esther, open your eyes. Oh my God. Everything is brand new in this place. From the floor up to the ceiling. What a difference.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. Oh, God.
You can see everything's new. New tile backsplash, new cabinets, new appliances.
Ah, it's beautiful. It's like a dream.
I mean, you could see what we did here, but it's the stuff that you can't see. That when we tore down the walls and the ceilings, we found so much stuff that this extension was in danger of collapse. It was that bad.
Oh my God.
The joists here were all chewed up. They were cut in half. So they had no structural integrity to them whatsoever. That's why we had to tear the whole extension down. We didn't save anything from here. This whole thing is new.
New. Amazing.
You know, when we ripped up the tile here, we fell right through the subfloor. It was rotten. It was so rotten that it collapsed. Never again.
I love the floor. I love everything. Everything. What is not to love?
You know, and this was a huge undertaking. And we couldn't have done it without Major Homes. Gigantic job, and it really feels good to do it for somebody like you. It really does. I want to show you the outside, okay? Come on.
Wow.
We couldn't save anything. Brand new extension. Top to bottom.
Oh my God. It's gorgeous. I love it. It's amazing. Looks like a brand new home.
And you paid for it once to get it done the right way, but you hired the wrong guy. I mean, he made 1,000 mistakes.
Right.
But the biggest one he made was giving you a flat roof.
Yes.
There was nowhere for the water to go. And you can see we gave you a gable roof. You can see there's gutters and leaders on both sides. It's going to take the water away from the house. That's all done.
It's beautiful, it's beautiful.
We did a good job?
Yes.
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. Oh my God, I thought it was a dream. I mean, it was like, I was looking at a magazine. The countertop, the floor, I mean, the walls and everything. It's wonderful.
Okay, I'm done here, Esther.
Oh.
Enjoy everything. You deserve it. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. See ya.
Okay, see
Bye-bye.
you. They did everything right. They did everything the way it's supposed to be. I mean, they're amazing. The kitchen now is safe. It's safe in every way. I'm looking forward to spending time with my girls and my grandkids and cooking together.